Sup guys, I'm AUSSIE METALHEAD. I'm doing 150 classic albums by the end of the year. I'm also doing Patreon requesting new releases, and KATSEYE has released a new EP, but I have not heard a single song from KATSEYE across their entire discography because I don't go outside. They've been ravaging the radio, but I haven't heard a single song because I just stay in my little hovel and listen to 1,400 albums in 18 months like I've done. So I haven't heard anything musically by them. And the only thing I know about them is the fact that they had a reality TV show or something like that to get the group together. And Adele, who is one of my favorite new artists that I listened to like last year, didn't get in. So that's all I know. And I would say that's a slightly negative opinion, because like bias that I have towards them, because Adele is the fucking goat. She seems fucking incredible. So I don't know why she's not in them, but I'm curious to see what KATSEYE is like. And yeah, let's see how it goes.
I bet it goes like this. Pinky up, up, pinky up.
All right.
Up, pinky up.
I like how deep the bass is.
Pinky up, up, pinky up. One day soon the world's gonna end. I'm gonna make out with
Pretty
my
voice.
new bestest friends. I wanna live life right before it all burns down. Up, pinky up. Go hard like we're robbing the Louvre. We Mona Lisa with the cute attitude. I wanna get high right before we're in the ground. Lost, screaming from cloud nine. No one can
That can
touch
sing.
us if they tried.
Ooh.
But it's a state of mind. I bet it goes like this. Pinky up,
I'm not a massive fan of the.
pinky
See, I don't like the pinky up thing, but I love that bass in the back actually. Like, I think that's kind of cool, but I don't know if I like pinky up. Also, the vocals, I don't know which are. There's like 12 people in the group, it seems. I don't know which one's singing. But the two singers so far, pretty solid. Also, I know that they can dance really well, but I don't do music videos unless someone requests them on Patreon, because I usually just do album stuff. So I'm sorry that I'm not watching what is considered like main reason. My understanding is for KATSEYE that people love is the fact that they're good dancers, like Tate McRae, or something. But I'm not doing that. I'm just listening to music. The vocals sound pretty.
pinky up, pinky up. Us against the world, shaking ass.
Here's a K-pop
If we get
vibe.
arrested, haha, baby, laugh it out. I love you, you love me. We batch it, we and I kill it for you if it got that deep. Fantasy is a frequency, a mind of delusion, philosophy. I kind of know nothing, just like Socrates. The only truth is dumb is knowing you know nothing. Ooh, screaming from cloud nine. No one could touch us if they tried.
That sounds like a sample.
I bet it goes like this. Pinky up, pinky
I like the production behind this though. Who's the producer? I don't like the lyrics of it though. Of like the chorus. Wow, this is interesting. Something I will give that track and what K-pop has in general is the fact that like even just the fact that they're professional singers and there's like a lot of people clearly working on the track. When they do something interesting, like weird or out there when it comes to musically or something, like the end of that, like the weird little instrumental little dance thing, or if we go into the chorus and the bass underneath it, I like that. Like, even if it's an out there creative decision and I'm not sure if I like it or not, I like that because they are professionals and shit like that, they do it with their full chest. Like, they put the right amount of effort into it. Like, I'd much prefer, I've spoken about this on other artists, but like, I guess like there's like Lil Wayne, Future, stuff like that. Future released a new album in 2018. It's the weirdest song off of there, but I actually kind of like it more than some of like the tracks that are just him doing his usual stuff, but a whole lot worse. And same with thing Lil Wayne, like Peanuts to Elephants is a fucking chaotic, like, production, and it's like, oh, I like that you're at least doing something hella different and weird than just doing like your usual stuff but worse. So like when it comes to like the chorus, even though I think Pinky Up, I don't like that chorus, the bass underneath it, that's an interesting little flair. The ending with the instrumental, it's kind of interesting. I like, all right, you're doing something. I can see that like you're not just trying to go through like formulaic like slop. It's like, do you have a few interesting ideas? But also, if you haven't watched one of my videos before, I do ratings on the side. These are my first listen ratings. I listen to these projects multiple times over before I post them to my Discord, where you can chat to me about my ratings. I'm always active in there. I also post the Album of the Year, which is the music rating website I use. I've listened to about 1,400 albums in the last 18 months. Before this channel existed, I maybe listened to 10 albums front to back my entire life. That was Bring Me the Horizon, Linkin Park, Lil Peep, all that jazz. I have a 6 out of 10 average across all of that solely because of the Patreon mix. If you go over to the Patreon, I have some of the cheapest requests you can get. $14 for a 50-minute album or less. Because of that, I have about 600 plus requests this year so far, and that means that I can't listen to anything outside of Patreon requests and new releases, which usually means I'm going to be listening to good shit, because people are giving me a lot of stuff, because I haven't listened to a lot of stuff. If I've only listened to Towns front back my entire life, I never listened to a Stevie Wonder, I never listened to Elton John, I never listened to Madonna, I never listened to Lady Gaga, so I get to, people request that shit, which is usually going to be good. So that's the reason why I have an average rating of a 6 out of 10. If something's a 5. I think my spiritual average though is a 5.0, because if something's a 5.1, I think it's above average. But with that being said, I don't like the chorus, and I will say that's the most of the track, so I'll give it a 4. But I do like the bass underneath it. I think they have some pretty voices, so I think they can make tracks that will be like solid bops for me. But yeah, that's what I thought so far.
You're the boss, you run the circus, baby.
It sounds so familiar. Like both these songs have like, I'm sorry to put I'm put it here, but like the vocals here, and there's some parts of the vocals in the last track, they reminded me of other tracks. Like this one is like, I know there's a fucking hit track from the 2010s, so this reminds me of, like maybe Meghan Trainor. I'm not sure. That's Ed Sheeran. Is Ed Sheeran on this? Ed Sheeran is on this. I just looked at the production. Safe with me. Nobody knows yeah, this is so Ed Sheeran. But I see a side behind the closed doors. They get a glimpse here on the dance floor. You move like an animal. Nobody knows you're out of control. But I see a side behind the closed doors. They get a glimpse here on the dance floor. You move like an animal. I'll be gone by morning, so get your heels on the floor then. So are you with me? Be careful what you're wishing for, cause I get freaky. You make the light and the shadows glide. Your body gets twisted and tangled in mine. Love so good, how could this be free? I keep your secret safe with me. Nobody knows you're out of control, but I see a side. Yeah, they have really nice vocals.
They get a glimpse here on the dance floor. You move like an animal. Nobody knows you're out of control, but I see a side behind the closed doors. They get a glimpse here on the dance floor. You move like an animal. I'm getting overwhelmed. Right now, want you to give it to me all night long. Nobody knows you're out of control.
It gives it kind of like Victorious sort of tracks maybe, which has a slight tinge of like me liking a bit more.
Nobody knows you're out of control, but I see a side behind the closed doors. They get a glimpse here on the dance floor. You move like an animal.
Like the control and dance floor, like the vocals there, like for whatever reason, instantly the images that get beamed into my brain is Tori Vega in that purple dress on top of the piano, singing in that fucking ping pong, the ping pong episode. That's the only thing. But outside of that, I mean this with as much love and as much as possible. I don't see the personality of it. So like if I go to, and I think it is hard when it comes to like boy bands and like girl groups and stuff like that, when you have so many different people, being able to get the personalities across. I also can just plead ignorance. I might not know who's like what personalities are which, but with this, you have Ed Sheeran. That's the biggest personality that's coming through here is Ed Sheeran's songwriting. It's like I instantly picked it out, and it's like, oh, outside of that, what is that? I don't really see anything. And I think it is hard, but if we go to like a One Direction, I haven't listened to their albums or whatever, but the songs that I have heard, there is like there's a consistent identity I can think of when I think of One Direction, because they all write from like even if it might be a bit manufactured or whatever, it feels like they all are writing from the same sort of place. So there's a bit of like, and they're trying to get the same sort of goal of this like brand that they're building. I don't know the KATSEYE brand right now. I am listening to like these two tracks. I'm not picking up on anything. It's like I'm not being like, oh, this is what I think of when I think of KATSEYE. Like, what does KATSEYE mean? And I think behind that, maybe I'm just like a bit of an older boy, like little boy. But it's like when I go to Britney Spears, I can get that vibe. Lady Gaga has a really tangible like personality in that. With this, I don't feel it. I don't know what it is. And the biggest amount of personality I've felt so far is Ed Sheeran's clear influence on this track, and I think that's the biggest issue I have with it so far, and the reason why I don't feel like I'm connecting with it as much, despite the fact that like there's clear talent here, like the vocals are really nice, and everything. It's just I don't know I don't know who they are, and I like to know that. When I listen to any artist, I like connecting to them on like an emotional level. And even if that emotional level is like a fun dancey party girl thing, that's fine too. Like I don't need it to be a specific type of songwriting, broody or anything like that, or very like punky and high energy. I just want to connect to that person's like heart or something like that. And their heart might be in dancing, but I don't give a fuck. Like I want to just connect to it, and I don't feel that when I listen to them so far. Like I don't know what the core is. And saying that, I would probably give it like another 3. I'll give it a 3. But it sounds like pretty. Ooh, this is interesting. I like that this is definitely out there, so I prefer that. I don't mind it, because at least out there, you know? I don't know who came up with it, but it's like I want to know them more. Like, who are you? Because this is like silly and fun, a bit. You know what? I kind of think it's alright. It's like chaotic. I kind of like the energy. That's like, it's a bit wild. I like it. This has an interesting production to it. This beat's kind of interesting. Charlie XCX wrote for this? Or did she just get credit? 20. Alright. I'm sorry to pause here. How the fuck do you get 28 songwriters for 5 songs? That feels so mental. That is so many people. That is so many people working on it. What the heck?
Time in retrograde, still falling for you, still running from you. If we could just rewind us for a day, I'd drive you up to
I like the vocals, so it feels more patient here.
we wouldn't be the ones who got away. Stood and watched you can't leave it. Struck by silver till you were out of sight. I could feel my heart beating. Thought you'd be the death of me. But when you were mine, we said we'd run away, away from here and disappear. We leave it all behind. When you were mine, you gave me paradise, then took the key. Now look at me, I'm leaving you behind.
The vocal, it's so weird, like the vocal effects on them. Definitely does feel like a bit of a K-pop thing. And I have more, I guess, like reverence for the K-pop sort of thing because they have like this weird, like staticky aspect to their vocal production. And I'm okay with it because it's like that's the style of K-pop. I don't know the style of KATSEYE. I don't like. I think they're American. I don't know. But it just feels weirder when it comes like because like their vocals are not bad. Like they clearly can sing, but it feels like the production, the vocal mixing like hampens it a bit. So there's like it's like more unnatural or something. I don't know. Like it feels a lot more computer assisted or something like that. When it's like I can hear the underlying vocal take and it's good. So it just feels like a weird stylistic thing to add to it.
My eyes are getting nicer. I hear you whisper words into my ears. I'm on the edge of crazy.
Like her voice is pretty.
Letting my pillow kiss away my tears. Still falling for you, still running from you. But I know what we'd do if you were here.
I like it. It's pretty.
Pretend we could survive another year. When you were mine, we said we'd run away, away from here and disappear. We leave it all behind. When you were mine, you gave me paradise, then took the key. Now look at me, I'm leaving you behind.
That's what I'm calling my favorite tribe. It's like a lot more patient to allow like some like the vocal aspects to come through. This is interesting, like they're barking like a dog or something. I don't know, it's just
When you
I like it.
were mine, we said we'd run away, away from here
Yeah, I think it's decent.
and
Decent
disappear.
tribe.
We leave it all behind.
It's pretty.
When you were mine, you gave me paradise, then took the key. Now look at me, I'm leaving you behind.
Yeah.
You could be mine.
I guess every track is different. That's something I can give to the EP.
You might even get the privilege to touch me that way, that way, that way. Yeah, I could be yours. Come adore it. If it's hard to keep it up, baby, the door is that way, that way. I need a man with all the tropes, who knows the ropes, who takes command, who gives me confidence.
Bit Ariana Grande-ish, right?
He understands my needs need attending, and that list never ending. So don't get up and odds, my love. I'm just trying to get a rise. Let me try it on, my love. Try it on before I buy. Shopping in the window, don't you wanna take it for a ride? Well, so do I. You could be mine if
I don't love
Show
it.
me you can slow it down, low it now, just like a mic drop. I might be all yours, but then again I might not. Don't get up in arms, my love. Understand I gotta rise. Let me try it on, my love. Try it on before I buy. Shopping in the window, don't you wanna take it for a ride?
I still don't know who they are.
So do I. You could be mine if you're lucky. You might even get the privilege to touch me that way, that way, that way. Yeah, I could be yours. Come adore it. If it's hard to keep it up, baby, the door is that way, that way, that way.
I think it's alright. Like, I don't know. I still don't know who they are. When I listen, and I want to connect to them. Like, if I listen to... I haven't done it, but I assume if I listen to, like, Destiny's Child, I'd be able to hear Beyonce's voice in the music. I would be able to hear Kelly Rowland's. I would be able... When I listen to the Beatles, it's like, you can kind of just hear which members are there. And I feel like with most bands, there's that sort of aspect, especially if it's, like, an equal sort of thing, like, if there's a group. Like, I think if I listen to One Direction albums, I'd probably be able to hear Harry, like, when he's in the mode and stuff like that. Even if I didn't know who they are, if that makes sense, like, I can go in and I'd be like, oh, this person, I like this. Wu-Tang Clan as another one. It's like, I can hear, even if I get some of their voices mixed up, it's like, there's like a through line with like a certain, with each member that like they have like they bring their own stuff to the table. I don't feel this delineation. Like, every single track is different, but like, they're different in ways that don't have a lot of personality to me. Like, we have the Ed Sheeran track, and then we have like Bel Air and That Way and Hootie Fruity. It's like I know these, like, this kind of reminds me a tiny bit of like I'm maybe an Ariana Grande or something like that. But like with the other tracks, I can maybe pick out some of the influences that they're taking from, but I can't really pick out like their voice as much. And I would like to have that. But yeah, if you got, thank you guys for watching. That's my first KATSEYE. If you want to support further and request albums, stuff like that, Patreon says I have the cheapest reaction request, $14, 50 minutes or less. But yeah, if you can't support, that's fine. I'm watching this for support enough. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you so much. Peace.